Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Oh, thank God. So, I have, Hello? Oh, Jesus, this is weird. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, so, I have some words to say about this fucking game, dude. This game, I am currently in the process of playing a level 1 critical run on Terra. I was planning on going through all 3 characters plus the final episode, level 1 critical, just to see if I could do it. I cannot fucking do it, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. It's because the game fucking sucks. And here's the thing. I used to think it was good, but I realized after learning some of the game mechanics and learning how to properly play the game, it's not a good game. It is not a good game. Especially, it's not a very good Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is leagues above this in terms of design, story, everything. Why would you ever play this game other than to know what happened before Kingdom Hearts 1? And even then, you already should know what happens because you're a fan. And once you beat this game once, you really don't need to play it again. So, here's the thing. I'm going to lay out exactly why this game fucking sucks. Alright, so you have okay, let's go over some ground rules. Kingdom Hearts 2, it had an excellent system that didn't let you endlessly combo bosses. It's called the revenge value system. I've heard if you watch any speedruns of Kingdom Hearts games, you know about the revenge value system on Kingdom Hearts 2. If you want like a concrete example, on Terra, if you're fighting the Lingering Will, in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, if you have full ground combo or combo plus equipped, and you have explosion equipped but no guard break, you can do 3 full ground combos with 1 finisher before he will automatically retaliate. That is an example of the revenge value system. It's in place so that you can't endlessly combo bosses. Now, of course, you can exploit this. Again, with Terra, if you equip negative combo Fenrir and have no combo pluses or air combo pluses, take away high jump and take away both aerial finishers, then you can endlessly combo him until he dies because he can't recover from that because you're automatically just shooting him into the ground where he can't auto recover. Now, take this into account when you're considering BBS. BBS, its system, is extremely linear in its thought process. It gives you all of these commands, right? You have all these commands that you can use at your disposal, except only like 4 of them are useful in any kind of boss situation. That being the surge commands, the counter commands, cure commands, and the mine commands. Those are the 4 most powerful commands you will ever come across in the entire game. So that's like a huge, like, oh my God. And the thing about it is, no matter what I do in that game, I have played through that game multiple times, BBS. And every time I feel like there's at least 4 or 5 examples of boss fights where you have absolutely no control over whether you win or lose. Like, for example, in the Brague fight. If you his sniper ability in Kingdom Hearts 2, you fight Zigbar, who is Braig's nobody. You fight Zigbar, and Zigbar, he has a sniper move where you can block it to shoot it back at him, and that will make him return to the battlefield. In Birth by Sleep, he has the exact same move, except they apparently didn't play test the damn thing because half the time when he shoots out his bullet and you block it, guess what happens? It hits you, and it does hella damage. Like, I'm talking, on my level 1 critical that I'm doing right now, it does over half. So, if you are anywhere close to half health, you're dead. You're just dead. On the... Let's see, what's another one? Basically, anytime the boss goes into a berserker state, which is like... Okay, so take the boss at the end of Enchanted Dominion. or wherever the first ward you go to as Terra. So say you fight that boss and then you destroy one of its quote unquote limbs, it'll go into a berserker state, and as you're trying to attack it, it'll do hella damage, and it'll just keep comboing you over and over. I mean, it's brief, but it still does a lot of damage if you're on anything other than standard or beginner. Um, Not only that, but the game itself was just not designed very well from a balance perspective. Terra, or not Terra, Aqua and Ven both have unlimited iframes, which is invincibility frames, with their dodging maneuvers. So dodge roll and cartwheel both have infinite iframes at higher levels. Terra doesn't have any such luxury. Sure, his slide gets your ass away from the danger most of the times, but on fights like Break, when he has shots that home in on you and are long range, you are basically screwed. Another thing that really just that irks me about this game is its ability system. Number one, the point of level 1 playthrough is that you don't get second chance once more. You can get second chance once more in Birth by Sleep. And it's honestly very, very, very necessary. Renewal block as well is also very, very, very useful in the break fight at least. Like any boss where you're blocking heavily, like the Trinity armor, it has that attack after you destroy its arms and legs, where it becomes invincible and shoots the white lasers. That the renewal block is really useful if you're in a pinch there. But here's the thing. I can name 3 examples from the first 4 worlds in Terra's playthrough of BBS where you can be comboed and die instantly even if you are at full health, which I'm sorry, that's not how a game should work, especially early game. I mean, late game, yeah, you're supposed to be stronger. You're supposed to be able to take more simply because you're later in the game. You have more health. You're supposed to be higher level, but in a level 1 playthrough, whatever. In BBS, they make up for that with having second chance once more. Is the thing, which you can get. I believe you can get that as early as you can get an Isuna command. No, that's for renewal block. You can get it as early as you get air slide. Yeah. Because you can get second chance. Second chance is basically you can meld it by getting Blizzard Edge and air slide. You can meld those with, I believe, a wellspring crystal? I might be wrong about that. No, it's a pulsing crystal, I believe. And you can combine those and you can get second chance. And I could do that, but here's the thing. Air slide, even at 573 CP, it's still at level 1, so it would take ages and ages just in Radiant Garden, especially at level 1, to get it all the way to level 4, which is what you need to get it to. So that's really a big issue for me. What was I talking about? I was talking about second chance once more. Yeah, so like you have second chance once more. It's so frustrating. Number 1 that they give it to you. Number 2, it takes so long to get. Now I know these things seem contradictory, but the thing about it is that if you're gonna give second chance once more on a level 1 playthrough, and you do it specifically because the bosses can endlessly combo you, you should probably, if you play tested the game at all on critical level 1, you should know to give it earlier. And I know that seems like the pussy way out, but I'm telling you, if you don't know exactly what the bosses are going to do at any given point, you are liable to die every single time. Like, I'm going to tell you in, oh god, what's it called? Castle of Dreams. Cinderella World. As Terra. Well, number 1, critical Cinderella escort is always horrible, but that's just the mode. That's legitimate difficulty. That is not cheap difficulty. I will give it that. But in the boss fight, you have a unversed conductor, and it carries with him 3 instruments of stringed instrument of some sort. It could be interchangeable between any of them because its size is so distorted. You have a stringed instrument, you have a trumpet, and you have a bongo drum, or whatever it's called. So you have them, And then here's the thing: they can 2 hits from them is death on level 1 crit. So if you go in there and you just go gung ho on the boss, you're gonna die. You're every time, because it has this attack where it summons its 3 instruments. It summons them around you. They're gonna dance around for a bit, and then they're all gonna close in on you. If you are not dashing at that point in time, you're dead. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Because by that point you don't have air slide. You can't get a second chance. I don't believe you can get once more at that point either, because I believe you need a Wellspring Crystal, which you can't get yet, I don't think. And if you can, it would be extremely difficult. I mean, you can go to the Mirage Arena, but, I mean, come on, who's gonna do that? Well, I mean, that would be an option, but again, that would take hours to get the optimal stuff. And that's just not the way I like to function, you know? So, another thing BBS does very, very poorly is, well, I already said the game balance, but to expand on the game balance, the secret bosses can be easily exploited. Again, with the surge commands, which are absolutely overpowered. They could take off like over a third of an HP bar per attack if you're fighting the unknown, and then Seeker Mine, Mine Square, Mine Shield, they're all extremely, extremely overpowered in the Vanitas Remnant fight. Um, the Will of the Master, I believe, is what it's called in Final Mix. That one is susceptible to shot locks. If you're on crit, you can equip the EXP0 ability on 2.5 anyway, and then Spellweaver's finisher will do tremendous damage to it. Same thing with No Heart. It's so weird. And for those, Terra is really, really, really at a disadvantage in terms of the game balance, because his dodging mechanic actually has proper cooldown time, like, for example, Kingdom Hearts 2's Quick Run or Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix's Dodge Roll. It's so disorienting, because you have Terra or no, stop saying Terra. You have Aqua and Ven whose dodge is so overpowered, and then you have Terra, who is at a complete disadvantage to the game's mechanics, which are very poorly designed because they had to cater to all 3 of the main characters instead of just one and perfecting it. So instead, you have 3 flawed playthroughs rather than one fantastic one like Kingdom Hearts 2 had. So I know I've done a lot of ranting, and truth be told, I meant every single word. I truly do not like this game, but that's only because I'm doing a level 1 critical mode. If you're doing it any other way, this game is actually pretty great. But if you're going to do level 1 crit, be prepared to either grind or face hours of frustration, especially in the break and conductor fights so far. So yeah, I basically just wanted to do this. Oh my god, it was hell. Go away. So yeah, I guess that's it. Sorry, one of my family members walked in. I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, like, comment. If not, criticism is always welcome. And I will see you in the next live stream. Bye-bye.